Now, one South African nature guide has broken a world record by doing 30,000 burpees in 10 days. The initiative is called Burpees for Conservation. The goal, to raise both money and awareness for wildlife conservation. Now, by the end of the challenge, it is hoped that 1 million South African rand will have been raised for the cause. Let's take a look at participants in the challenge.
Mr. Lawson, here's some burpees for conservation. Chobe Africa. Let's get that $1 million. Boys, you ready? Let's do it. Let's go. This grass is like a like a Bruce Lee. Like a Bruce Lee. Cool. I think let's get our things on here. Your vehicles out.
We're joined now by Bruce Lawson, who is behind that initiative, Burpees for Conservation. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on achieving that pretty exhausting and dizzying challenge. You must be in pretty good shape. Tell us where the idea came from.
Morning. Thank you very much. Yeah, the idea, I think, a moment of insanity once again. It was just, I'm moving to Australia and I'm in quarantine at the moment, and I thought 14 days in quarantine looking at four walls, I'll drive myself mad. So I might as well do something that is very close to my heart. And I thought I'd raise money for conservation in the Greater Kruger area, the Greater Kruger National Park area. And that's what we decided to do. So Chobe Africa is the NGO foundation, and we put together this Burpees for Conservation to raise money for the field rangers who fight this war day in and day out. They're on the front line. And because of tourism, the drop of tourism during the COVID period, their budgets have been cut for training. So we raised money specifically for that.
So you're a founding member of Chobe Africa Foundation, and it was for that foundation that you created this initiative. And so really the issues that this foundation looks at is poaching of wild animals, right? And the human encroachment on their habitats. Tell us about the work of the foundation to try to push back against those problems.
Yeah, so primarily the foundation is to look after the conservation of all these wilderness areas, and in doing the conservation of these areas is also looking after the communities that live on the fringes of these areas. Now we raise money and we give it to organizations that are directly linked to helping all those fringe communities and then the people inside these conservation areas. We don't specifically target one group of, say, Save the Elephants or anything like that. We give it to the greater cause of the whole area. And in this case, we're raising money for the Greater Kruger Environmental Protection Foundation, which is an NGO that was started by the private game reserves that border and are open to the Kruger National Park on the western side of the Kruger National Park.
So the aim is to raise 1 million rand, right? 1 million South African rand. The challenge is going into next month, into the month of April. Tell us how much longer, even if you've broken a world record already, but this challenge is continuing, right?
Absolutely, yes. So I did 30,000 burpees in 10 days in my hotel room over here, hopefully setting a new record, not really breaking one, but setting a world record. That was the start of the campaign. But there are 3,600 people at present doing burpees all around the world. We've done over 320,000 burpees worldwide. We're trying to get to 1 million, and this initiative carries on until the 11th of April. And I'm continuing burpees every day up until the 11th of April. I'm not doing 3,000 a day, but I will continue this campaign just so that we can try push to get to those 1 million burpees, which is one of our benchmarks, and more importantly, to get to 1 million rand, which will make a difference for the field rangers on the ground.
Are you not exhausted?
I am very tired. I had a good 12-hour sleep the day before yesterday. The day after I finished, my shoulders are sore, but, there's no excuse to stop. People out there are hunting poachers day in and day out. It's sun, rain, through very, very exhausting times. So I can't stop. I'm in a nice hotel room getting fed. I might as well carry on doing burpees.
Okay, just in the little bit of time we've left, I mean, in researching before this interview, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, some of their statistics are deeply shocking. I'm not sure to what extent viewers would be aware of this, but just to focus on elephants, even if it is sometimes the cliche issue, at least 60% of savanna elephants have the population has decreased by at least 60% over the past 50 years. Then for forest elephants, the other species on the African continent, 86% decrease in 31 years. I mean, these are devastating decreases in the population of wildlife.
Massive, absolutely massive. And that doesn't only go for elephants, that goes for other iconic species like the rhino, the lion species. All of the species out there are getting hammered at the moment. So it is a huge, huge problem.
All right. Well, Bruce Lawson, anything that can draw attention to it and help those issues. So bravo for your initiative, Burpees for Conservation. Thank you for talking to us this evening on Iron Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much.